I'm Kaya Signamari from Heart to Heart, in French, cœur à cœur. I'm an intuitive, a holistic coach, and a very human being. And when you followed me, you know, the last 3 years, I did energy updates every month and big one for the year. What I did this year as well, you will find the link in the description box. And I was thinking, because I came out late with that, do I do another reading for January? And until today or until this weekend, I haven't had the impulse. And now, as we have two really huge astrological events, or one is huge, the other one is more, it's normal, but they amplify each other. This weekend on the 20th, Pluto was going into Aquarius after staying 15 years in Capricorn, and will stay there just with a little dip next autumn, this autumn. But after that, we come back to Aquarius for the next 20 years. And this is really a huge shift that we will have in energy. And today on the 21st, Aquarius season is beginning as well. So this is amplifying because we have this huge amount of Aquarian energy coming in. And I already felt a shift yesterday. I felt much lighter than for a long time. I will speak about that in a moment. But first of all, I noted some facts about these this transition from Pluto. Pluto is a planet of death and rebirth, transformation, and psychological changings. And Aquarius is known for his qualities of humanity, the collective, even when it's very independent. The pure Aquarian energy is thinking always not for themselves, but for the collective, the best for the collective. It's a very innovative energy. It's connected with technology. So what we can see, you can expect expectation. But what might shift in these next 20 years, what is really huge, is it's a big shift, dismantling and breaking down traditional forms of governments and the church, of leaders. We had so strong single leaders in the last years, for sure. They have a government behind them, but they were really big egos sitting there, and the patriarchy as well. So, and huge shifts in technology. We might reach the next level of whatever, the internet, of flying cars. Who knows? And I remember when I was a child, I saw in science fiction films video conferences. So people talking, this was another in science fiction films, on other star systems via a screen, and it was really science fiction. And today it's normal. So what comes next? Pluto was the last time in Aquarius in 1777, from 1777 to 1798. And in this period has taken place the Revolutionary War in the US, the French Revolution, and Uranus was discovered, what is today the ruling planet of Aquarius. So things coming together. Having a look, these are my notes, and I will talk about personal experiences I have. Since 1 week, a bit more 1 week, I had huge revelations about trauma trapped in my system. And what was new, I knew about in my mind about the trauma that happened in my life. But now, through an invitation from the exterior, I was really going into the feelings. And it's a huge abandonment wound. I was 11 years old and I was actually totally alone. And I had nobody to talk about what's going on in me. And the feelings were coming up now really. And when I realized what happened, what I did, how I behaved at the time, and what blocks I still have today, it is like a big puzzle, all is coming together. I'm still in the process to go through that. I have the feeling that I will find treasures underneath. I'm not yet there. I'm in a heavy phase. And there is something magical that this is popping up now for me in my personal journey. So, trauma that is more than 42 years old stored in my system. And it was initiated through my mother. Um, what is, when I see the bigger picture, crazy interesting as well, that my mother has experienced the same trauma when she was 11 years old, initiated by her mother. So this really, the repetitive cycles, and when we don't break them. So I don't have children, and I knew I could have had children, but even when I wasn't nearly as conscious, conscious as all at that moment of time, I knew that I never wanted to become a mother like my mother was, and that I was at that moment of time not able to be otherwise. So, and it is not about blaming my mother. She was not at all aware as well what she was doing. For me, it's more like really this wow, what happened then. And it is it is not easy and not nice to go through the emotions. And I've got the feeling there's so much liberation taking place that this can finally move through my system and move out the trapped emotions. And to come back to this trend, that what I figured out as well, that the initiation of the trauma was when I was 11 years old, but it was unfolding in the next 2 years, so until I was 13, 14 years old. And I unconsciously decided at the age of 13 years old to stop growing. My feet, my body, I stopped totally. I'm a member of a family of little people, but my mother is nearly 10 centimeters taller than me. So there was a possibility to become taller. And I know today that I decided that I didn't want to become a grown up. Was a decision made. My feet stopped as well. I have the size of children's feet still today. And what I noticed before this trauma came up, this 1.5 week ago, that I was really stuck for some months. And maybe this is this preparation. And what was interesting, I normally have really fast grown hair and fingernails, so they're growing as connected. And since September, my hair was nearly not growing and my fingernails not as well. So I was really stuck, like everything was stuck. And when I see this, when I realize, and this is unconscious for sure, what power we have over our body to really to stop totally. Either this thing when I was 13 years old and I stopped. growing as well as what happened now. So when we have this power, that means we can use it in the other direction as well. When we become conscious about how do we do that, or when we start to believe in, maybe it's simply that, to believe in and trust ourselves. And this is for me something what is so in this energy coming up now, this Aquarian energy, Pluto and Aquarius, that we can discover how we harm ourselves still. And making this our superpower, because this means that we can turn it upside down. Innovative, doing something totally new, what we didn't do before. I wanted to share that with you. And now I will pull some cards. I have 2 decks in French and two English decks. So I start with this one. Rebecca Campbell, Work Your Light. Having a look what the next time will bring us. So I don't know when I come back. I guess I just as I will not do paintings for every month, I was just searching for a part of my 2024, 2020. Where am I? Who are we? Painting. I have to show this to you. And with closed eyes, I turned it around several times. I let myself be guided to a part of this painting, what is for me representing the upcoming energy. And it was this part I was landing here with my finger when I opened. And this is this for me a green energy ball. This is the 2024 time, 2024 painting. And I saw this like an energy ball. Let me see, they're different colors and these hearts dripping out. You can more hear about this in the reading for the whole year. And it is the color, the green of the heart chakra. And for me, this is heart healing energy. So this is for me something coming in now, massive energy to heal our heart. And this might mean, that might bring with it to go through trapped pain, trapped trauma, to liberate our hearts as well. So obviously I should show this before I pull the card, because there was no card popping out. Having a look if it would change now. I've got one. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah. Yeah, something new is beginning this year. And with this trend that I feel the shift of energy already. So I'm a Capricorn rising, and the last 15 years were heavy for me. Let's have a look. And green is in there, the rose, the ancient pyramid. It looks like a pharaoh as well. So there's something coming together. As time is a concept as well, we know. Even when our human mind is not so capable of grab that. And what I love really to see, you've been training for this for lifetimes, and this is true. We all been training for what's coming now for lifetimes. So then I have a French deck, language of light. Let's have a look. Wow, nice. 3 cards popping out. Le voyage de votre âme, the voyage of your soul. What is really coming together with the card I pulled out before, the Age of Light. And you see the light coming in here. we will have a lot of light energy coming in, and this will be not so easy to integrate, even when our bodies are longing, our systems are longing for these energies, and we still carry so much density. And this is maybe also an invitation to really go into your shadows. Les murmures. Next card. See them together. I got this feeling of sacred geometry and the light coming in. And I don't know what murmure in English is. You can have a look. For me, this is really a pure energy card, and something like something is opening up now. Et la sensibilité, sensitivity, with the rose and the light. And have a look, it's coming together, these three cards. It's interesting. You have the blue, you have the center here in both with the light and the blue in background. For me, these cards are speaking about our sensitivity that will open up more, and sensuality as well. The rose is a sensual, very earthly flower. And on one hand, this might be a challenge as well when heavy things are coming up. And on the other side, there's so much beauty coming in and intensity in our feelings, and not an intensity of excitement and drama. It is as if life becomes new colors, becomes more alive in ourselves, and that we can allow more to be alive as well. So, and oh, yeah, I would like to come up here. Truth. That's a big invitation. And this is Aquarius is good in that. First of all, to be true with ourselves, to start lying, to start making these ways, to go straight for what we want, to go straight here and say, okay, this is the truth. So even when it's painful, so what I discovered was not only that I was abandoned and I was really alone and I had nobody to talk about that or show my feelings, and I was not at all safe. It was also that I really have hurt other children in my class at that time. I understood it was out of survival mode. I was in pure survival mode then. And to see that truth and to feel, it was painful as well to really realize what I have done back then. And what was beautiful, that I could have compassion with the other children that were children back then, and with myself as a child back then. So there were no judgment. And this truth, I was really powerful in hurting others. So what had effects later on myself. And to really be honest with myself and say, yes, Kai, you were really mean and you misused your power, what I did. What revealed a lot of what happened after that, or my struggle with stepping into my power today, or since years. this truth. Be true to yourself. When you do something, I don't know where you come from. I was a huge people pleaser, and it is always a good question. Why? Why do I want to do that? Why do I want to give something to somebody? Why do I want to do something for somebody? Why do I want to go there? Why do I want to call? And it's not about judgment. There's nothing is wrong. Even when you find out that your intention is, I want to give the other one because I want to be loved. There's nothing wrong in that. It's just good to be aware. And maybe then in the next step, be aware also that this won't function, that this has nothing to do with love. This is a contract. And when we do or give something to someone else to be loved, we will not receive love. It's not possible. So, choose. And then the last card. This is it's original in English speaking deck, but I have the French version as well. No, this is the card. Oser l'inexploré. Have the courage to go where you never were, to explore the unexplored. So, wow, what a beautiful card. This ship with a light, with a bird, and you have kind of a compass underneath, and the sea, and the blue is there again. This is very Aquarian energy. So explore the unexplored, have the courage to go there. And I like the little stars. This is for me a big invitation to let us be guided, to really to trust, and then I can come back. You've been training for this for lifetimes. The only way to make new experience is to make new experiences. And I can tell by myself that this is so frightening, and to feel safe when I haven't had the experience in this lifetime of being safe, there is first of all a big question mark how to do that. And then you can explore for example, so I've got the strong feeling I can let come these are what is coming up, what is for me really a huge stuff, because I feel safe in myself in the meantime. I feel safe enough to hold that. I know there's a knowing in my system that I can hold these emotions coming up. That there is still, even when a part of me is crumbling and crying, there is another part that is capable in the meantime to hold the crumbling part. And for me, this is a big topic at the moment. This topic of safety. So what do I need to feel safe? And we project this in relationships so often on the other one, that he has to give this. And for sure, in a good relationship, there is safety given by both, and honesty and communication about the needs and what is going on, for sure. And for me, it's not to create this safety in us first to find a safe partner. This is not needed, as we don't have to be healed to step into a relationship and have a healing relationship. These are expectations that are so high that we never can reach them. So for me, it's more about this exploring what means safety for me. What is this system? What do I need to feel safe? And then make a list. Maybe you make a list about moments you felt safe with yourself, to remember you, to remind you as well that you are capable of create safety for yourself. I think I will leave it like that. I will do another one in French, having a look because I haven't made any note what's going on then. I wish you a good time, a good Aquarius season. Maybe I come back when the next season starts. It's uh, Pisces. I think it's Pisces. I wish you to enjoy that new energy, this Aquarian energy, and even when everything is needed, and this Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, the last 15 years was needed to go into something really heavy and create, manifest as well. My system is happy that it's over. I can tell you. And yeah, have a look where you can explore the inexplored. Find the curiosity in yourself about the unknown as well. So there's a lot of fear always, and it's okay. And we can go into the unknown with the fear. We grab it by the hand and yeah, find this bubbling, these like champagne pearls in yourself where you have a curiosity of exploring something really new, what you don't know yet, and what feels lighter, more connected, more aligned. I leave you with that now. All the best. Love, Kaya.